want to share with you the steps that I take in order to avoid having problems with the sewing machine. People have asked, why is the thread breaking? Why is the fabric getting jammed? And how do I avoid these problems? Well, these are 4 things that I try to remember. Number 1, set the machine with the proper settings. Number 2, be aware of the type of fabric you're using. Number 3, check that all the parts of the machine are set properly. Number 4, use the proper techniques when handling the fabric. Let me explain each of the steps.
Number 1, set all the parts in the machine with the proper settings and make sure that every part is the right part for the project and that the needle, the foot presser, the spool, and the bobbin case are set the right way. Select the right stitch. We have short, long, or double stitches depending on the project and the stitch that you want. And secure the thread tension according to the type of stitch and the fabric being used. Number 2, it is important to be aware of the type of fabric that you are using. As you know, there's different types of fabrics and different textures and designs require certain sewing techniques and handling due to their unique surface textures. Keep in mind the preparation of the fabric, washing it, laying it out, and using the correct patterns and the direction of the fabric. Make sure that the needle is the proper needle. Make sure you're not using a needle that is bent, and use the right needle depending on the thread and the fabric that you are using. And make sure you are using the corresponding thread. Number 3, check that all the parts of the machine are set properly. For example, the needle, make sure the needle is properly set. Check that the needle clamp is firmly tightened. Use the proper presser foot according to the type of stitch that you want to use. Set the tension of the presser foot and pressure. This defines if the stitches look even in length and tension on both sides. You want to avoid that the stitches look too loose or too tight. Thread and install the bobbin case properly and correctly install the spool. Number 4, when handling the fabric, avoid pulling the fabric. Guide the fabric, letting the machine use its own pace. And a little tip, thread the machine properly and make the right adjustments in the stitch length, tension, and pressure. These adjustments depend on the fabric and the kind of stitch desired. So remember, it's important to be aware of the settings of the machine, that every part is properly set, and that you are aware of the type of fabric and the tools that you are using. Hopefully, this will help you to avoid problems when you are working on a project. Thank you for watching.